The quickest way to decrease your self-confidence is making a decision, writing down I'm going to do something and not sticking with it. That's how you're going to decrease your self-confidence. That's how you're going to become insecure about yourself. Because what is self-confidence? It's self-reliance, it's trust in yourself, it's being confident in yourself, in the things you say to yourself. It's between you and nobody else. How do you build up self-confidence? It's sticking with the decisions you've made. It's writing down the day before what you're gonna do tomorrow and actually do it. And at the end of that day, where you have done anything you said you're gonna do, you're gonna feel real nice. You're gonna have a big trust in yourself. You're gonna have a better feeling about the next day and that you're gonna do the shit you set out to do the next day. Now, I have been and I still am pretty bad at this. There's a lot of things I write down that I want to do today or tomorrow or next week, and I don't do them. It's become way better, a lot better. It used to be very bad for me. I just used to have a whole to-do list. I did 2 things and I was like, that's enough. But at the end of that day, you're gonna see those 5 things that aren't done, and you're gonna pity yourself. You're gonna tell yourself that it was too much for me, I couldn't do it. Your self-confidence goes down. And then when you set out into the world, when you go do something with friends or you go just to some place, you're not gonna feel as confident. You let yourself down, and you're gonna walk around with that feeling, with that aura. People are actually gonna feel that. When you have done everything you're gonna say you're gonna do, you've worked out, you've worked on your business, you ate well, you sent out that message you were gonna send, whatever you set out to do, and you did all those things, you are going to go into the world with a feeling of accomplishment, with a feeling of pride, with a higher self-confidence. And that's where we want to get to. And I think we should really realize the impact of not sticking with your decisions, because it's big. It really puts you down. It gets you out of your momentum. Your self-reliance is just not that high. And then the next time you're gonna write down what you want to do, there's a big chance you're not even gonna do it, because you have said to yourself, you have proven to yourself that you're not that guy or you're not that girl that actually does what he or she says. That's where we have to get to. That's where I have to get to as well. I'm working on this. I'm in the middle of this. I think the way to do this is when we write down the things we're gonna do, when we set those intentions, make them very clear. Make them obligations for yourself. It's not I want to do this tomorrow, I should do this tomorrow, whatever. No, I am going to do this tomorrow, whatever it takes, doesn't matter. If it's too big, if it already feels too big for you, don't write it down. Take it into smaller pieces. But whatever you write down, whatever I write down, I want to make this personal for me as well, I have to do it the next day. If there's a really good excuse, okay, maybe. But what I write down, what I'm gonna do, I have to do it. Otherwise, you're fucking yourself over. You're decreasing your self-confidence. You're decreasing your self-reliance. And that's not where we want to get to. We want to increase it in order to make the chances bigger that we're gonna get to where we want to get. It's important, it's really important, and it's super difficult. And I think a lot of people get stuck in just, oh yeah, if I do these things tomorrow, I'm gonna have a good day. But then they do half of them, or they do one of them. And at the end of the day, you're gonna feel pretty shitty about yourself. You're not gonna go into that world with that confidence and that knowing that you're gonna do whatever you say you're gonna do. And that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. So the decisions you make, the agreements you make with yourself, make them so that you have to do them. Don't negotiate about them. No, I am going to do this. And believe me, at the end of the day, you are gonna feel way better. You're gonna feel way more confident. You're gonna go into the world with that energy, with that passion, with that trust in yourself. Other people are gonna feel this, and you're gonna get even more and more motivated to just keep that momentum going, because this is all about momentum. You can have a couple of good days where you do everything you say, and then on the 5th day, you're slacking off a little bit. You wrote down too much maybe. You set your goals too high for that day. You don't do them. You've proven to yourself that you're that kind of person that doesn't really have to do it. You've done enough last week. Those kinds of ways of thinking. Yeah, so be careful about what you agree about with yourself. Be careful about what you write down. Be careful about your goals. Be careful about what you have to do today, because it's better to do all the things you've set out that are maybe at a lower level, that are maybe easier, than to set out all those big things and not doing them, because that's where that self-confidence is going to go down and crumble, and you're going to have to rebuild that whole momentum going up. This is a big reminder for me. I'm making this video for myself. I'm still struggling with this. Like I said, it's gotten better, but I still need to work about on this. This week even, I've done maybe half the things I was gonna do. I went to the beach in the morning and stayed there the whole day. Instead of sending out those emails, instead of doing that outreach, instead of whatever. And you just don't feel as good at the end of the day, and you start off the next day also in that same kind of mindset. So I'm gonna be more careful about what I write down, what I want to do today. Maybe don't do as much, but make those things valuable, make those things doable for myself, and just be content at the end of the day with what you've done and what you've told yourself. That's the message. Stick with the decisions that you have made for yourself. You got this.